We've all seen bad YouTubers before, but we've all also wondered what is the worst YouTuber ever. There are good YouTubers like Mr. Beast and LW Squidward, make sure to subscribe, and there's bad YouTubers like the one we are going to be talking about today. Hermit the Hog is a YouTube channel on the site youtube.com with 6 subscribers. He has 2 videos entitled Dorito and Dorito. He has a total mass of around 1,000 channel views, and he's run by a man entitled Ben Dover. Out of his 2 videos, his YouTube short entitled Doritos has amassed an obscenely higher amount of views compared to his other Doritos video. In this video, he has a bag of Doritos with text on the top and flip over, so he grabs the Doritos, which are nacho flavored 150 calorie tortilla chips, and then he proceeds to grasp onto them and elevate them slightly above the ground. Now, this video shows all the problems with this site. Back when Jod Jarim himself first made his first YouTube video in February 2005, he could not have imagined videos with this low of an amass of quality. The quality scale made by Barbecue Myself is a scale of how good or terrible a YouTube video is. The average video gets around a 60 on the quality scale. Mr. Beast's Squid Games video, his most popular non-short, has a quality scale rating of about 80. This video has a quality scale rating of about 0 because it has 0 effort, 0 insightful message, and 0 story to it. All he proceeds to do in this picture show is grasp on a bag of Doritos and elevate it slightly above the ground, as I said earlier. The song that is playing over this terrible picture show is Sahara by Henson with 2 N's. Now, this song is in the genre of funk, a song genre that is very popular within Reels and YouTube videos. It's quite often used in some videos comparing 2 things. This video is not comparing 2 things. He just elevates a bag of Doritos on a granite appearing countertop. Now, according to Wikipedia, granite is a coarse-grained, intrusive igneous rock composed mostly of quartz, alkali, feldspar, and plagioclase. It forms from magma and a high content of silica and alkali metal oxides that slowly cool and solidifies underground. Now, the Doritos Company and granite have absolutely nothing in common, and nacho cheese also joins along with the party. Next, there are many flavors of Doritos. Most people don't name them by their name, but there's red, blue, purple, green, to name a few. The most classic and popular flavor of Doritos is nacho cheese, which he is using in this video. Now, this is copyright infringement because he never got permission from the Doritos licensing company to use their brand in this video. So he shall be sued for all the content views he got from this video. The Doritos licensing brand was never meant to be in a YouTube video with over 1,000 views, elevating above a granite countertop. Next, look at his profile picture. Again, more copyright infringement because Kermit the Frog is not associated with his channel at all. None of his 2 videos have anything to do with the Muppets, or Jim Henson, or Kermit the Frog, or even Sesame Street at all. So he is impersonating, he's producing copyright infringement content and content branding, and he will have many criminal records for such heinous acts. Now let's look at his second Doritos video. It is a bag of Doritos with a little man, let's call him Ben Dover because that's his full legal name, recording such bag of Doritos, nacho cheese. Now, this is also copyright infringement, as I said earlier, because the Doritos licensing company has nothing to do with this account or Ben Dover. He never got permission from the Doritos licensing company to use their brand at all, or tortilla chips, or nothing related to this video. This is also impersonation, like I said earlier, because there's no way he is a frog named Hermit. He is Ben Dover from Wisconsin. So anyway, I hope this video helped you figure out how heinous this guy could be, and you should all report it to the police now. Last time I did one of these, I covered Hermit the Hog, which was the worst channel I have ever seen. But now, let's cover the second worst channel I've seen, Snappy Plays or Liam Plays. Currently, his username is Snappy Plays, but he keeps switching between them. This is the first red flag. If he keeps switching his username, he must be trying to hide his identity so nobody knows what his real name is. This also proves that he's going against the law, just as the last channel we covered. Now, let's look at his profile picture. This looks like me when I see this sad channel. It's almost like he knows how awful this channel is, but he may also be trying to mock us. This shows disrespect and lack of criticism, since he can't take the criticism from his haters and thinks they are all this sad crying baby. And he disrespects his supportive fans by telling them how bad this channel is. Now let's see the channel's content. The first videos on this channel look like they were shot from a camera, lost and found from the Paris catacombs. They look so bad that they may damage the vision of those who watch them. This also goes against the law, since it is causing damage to the people who are supporting and hating him. What about his video named Face Reveal?
So guys, I know in one of my videos I said I wouldn't do a face reveal for a really long time. Well, I'm actually going to do one today. So, if you guys never want to see my face, then click off this video, okay? 3, 2, 1. Garrett Gross!
This is, yet again, disrespectful to his watchers, since he is causing PTSD to his viewers by evading all their 5 senses from this Rickroll. Sight, by this video looking like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Touch, by looking like the most disgusting and sticky thing I've ever seen if I could touch it. Smell, by me smelling the bad scent of this man's room through my screen. That's how bad it smells. Taste, because when I licked my screen to test out how his room tasted, I tasted something like the taste of a motherboard. It was the worst thing I've ever tasted. Finally, sound, because of the awful noise of that low quality Rickroll mixed with this man's terrible voice. Now we will look at his most popular video, playing Obby, but you're on a bike until I die.
I'm on a bike, but if I die, the video ends. And I'm pretty bad at obbies, so this video is probably going to be really short.
I didn't even watch the video in order to know that this was already bad, judging by the title having a very bad word in it, die, which evades cop laws by being inappropriate to younglings. Again, his voice is the most awful thing I've ever heard. Finally, his awful gaming skills. I could play this whole game in 8 seconds, and he could barely pass half a level without losing, let alone win the game. Okay, I think that's enough for today. To conclude, Snappy Plays has committed identity theft, child endangerment, visual damage, hearing damage, and even more. Now let's just hope the law can take down awful channels like this. Anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, stay away from Hermit the Hog and Snappy Plays. Hello to all of you, and welcome to another episode of Channel Analyses by Barbecue. Now, I've been doing a lot of detective work ever since I've covered Liam Plays and Hermit the Hog, and I have finally found another culprit to cover. Porky! 1234. Now, this channel is the real deal. This is a channel I have found to have committed multiple crimes that are absolutely irrefutable. So, to start, the profile picture is a peculiar seeming pig from the film Toy Story. Now, off the bat, this is already copyright infringement of Pixar's intellectual property, but his name inside of the movie is Ham, not Porky. It seems as if Porky1234 has not done his research. Next, his username, Porky, is very insensitive to all the vegetarians, hogs, animal activists, pigs, and vegans that would have stumbled upon his content. Anyway, enough with his channel appearance. Let's move on to his actual content. Let's take a look at his video he's made titled Peppa Pig Horror R.I.P.
Peppa, I don't want to die. It's too late, George. His presence is already here. We have to do something, Peppa. The parents are already gone, George. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. His warmth is already in your flesh, George. But I feel cold, Peppa. Peppa, please, I'm scared. The offerings have failed. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Now, yet again, this is copyright infringement, considering that the Peppa Pig Corporation did not give him permission to post such violent content. Second, this will traumatize many children who've accidentally stumbled upon this absolutely grotesque animation of Porky's. Lastly, this is, again, very insensitive to any vegetarians or pigs that would be viewers of his content. Now, how about another video? Let's take a look at his most common recurring series, which is Initials That Go Together. Since there are many parts to this series, I will only be taking a look at part 1. This video also has many issues. First, I muted the audio so that I respect others' musical creations, but he used a copyrighted song in the background. Of course, this is highly illegal considering that Porky1234 has absolutely zero right to this song that he used. Another absolutely devastating feature of this video is that this discriminates against anyone who does not have these initials. This is a very disrespectful video to anybody besides these initials that Porky picked out. And also another thing is that he didn't even use LW as an initial. I mean, come on. Anyway, I think I can only handle one more video from this horrific channel. So let's look at this video titled Welcome to 2023. Now, first off, this video is very outdated. It is the year of our Lord 2024, and nobody wants to hear about 2023 anymore. So get with the times, Porky. Second, it is very disrespectful to mention IShowSpeed in this video because he says bad words in his live streams. Scientists say that bad words are commonly associated with making you a bad person, so it is not a good look for Porky to associate with IShowSpeed. Then he goes on to mention COVID-19, which is very disrespectful to anybody who caught the disease since he did not bother to use an image of the disease for anyone who wanted to take their anger out on such a horrid disease. But anyway, Porky hasn't uploaded since September 2023, and I don't know exactly why. But this good old fella named Redneck Things 243 gave us a reasoning. Let's check it out.
Guys, I have some terrible news. Porky's not allowed to upload anymore. This is his channel. He hasn't uploaded. Subscribe to see him upload.
So it seems as if Porky was too scared to take accountability for any of these crimes he has committed, so he's decided to flee the internet for eternity. But I have a deal for you guys. I'm putting a $6 million bounty on Porky, so if any of you viewers find him, report him back to me. Anyway, I think that is enough for this channel analysis. I am Barbecue, and make sure that creators like Liam Plays, Hermit the Hog, and Porky1234 never see the light of day. Hello, my Goonie Toony Boonies. Barbecue is back with a familiar fiend. Hermit the Hog! Wait, you might ask, that doesn't say Hermit the Hog now, does it? Well, after our last documentary on this absolute buffoon, he changed his identity to Nudekipe Studis. Now, this may possibly be even worse than before. Now he has become an oversimplified logo and quote-unquote modernized his garbage account. But we can't just judge off first viewing, so let's dive a bit deeper. Let's check out this video entitled Mongolia vs. Italy. Okay, there's quite a bit to unpack here. To begin, as always, there's copyright infringement included in these images and the song. I see absolutely no MLA citation included for either, so he can get sent to jail for a long time for that. Next, Italy's background is looking quite strange. I do not believe this is a neighboring country of any sort, so that is just lazy editing right there. Next, there are lots of logical fallacies included here. There is a red herring fallacy because Mongolia is much better than Italy, and there is a straw man fallacy because these facts are presented in a very mischievous manner. But let's move on to another video called Messy 22 to 24.
When we pull up, all angry.
Okay, what in the ballsack buns lunchly tucked to a KSI Thick of It Fiend Gyatz Deluxe was that unbearable tune? I know it is copyright infringement to use this song, but this song is so unbelievably horrible that I refuse to talk about the rest of the video. Actually, it is just that utterly atrocious and rude that I must skip it. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, next up on this discography of trash, we have Touch Football Episode 1. Now, this video stretched way beyond any of our attention spans, so to save you fellow viewers from boredom, I will not play it. You can thank me later. Anyway, this video looks like it was edited on my Leapfrog Motorola BlackBerry Refrigerator Deluxe Android phone from 2007. It looks so impeccably horrid that I refuse to play it any longer, so on screen I will present you with a better video. But sadly, I must continue to slog on about this video anyway. The background music sounds like it was from Griffin Kennelly's CD collection From the Hood, and sounds so incredibly terrible and disgusting that the Lunchly cheese mold from the alarm clock strap could sing a better tune on the jukebox than this video. Anyway, if I watch one more video, I think I might explode, but sadly, I must do just one more. I noticed that this pirate has uploaded a clip show named Survive the Killer Episode 1. So after 7 months of pure bliss from this utter garbage bag's absence, he decided to return as of recently. Let's check to see if this is any better. Like before, this video is way too long for the average Joe to watch, so I'll summarize it for you guys. Sir Hermit plays this game for little toddlers called www.roblox.com, and it is just as abysmal as you would think. Hermit may only be just 2 years old, but he still seems more than a bit old to be playing a video game this childish and poor. Plus, I could barely read this scripture on the screen because it is so hidden and secret secretive. I had to put on my monocle from the dungeon simply to read this, but luckily that is all I can handle today. This channel seems to be digging deeper and deeper into the trench of mediocrity, and honestly I hope this channel is put straight into the dumpster and never seen again. With that, I hope you boos enjoyed me examining this cringe uploader, and I'll see you next time I sneak upon someone else.